Hello friends, in today's class we'll see about lines and angles. Now, what is an angle? When I draw two intersecting lines, the space between the two lines is called as an angle. Okay, now what are the different types of angles? What are the different types of angles? Okay, in your lower classes you would have learnt about acute angle, isn't it? Acute angle, obtuse angle, right angle and straight angle, isn't it? In your lower classes you would have learnt about acute angle, obtuse angle, right angle and straight angle. Now what is an acute angle? Suppose I say 60 degrees. Is it an acute angle? Yes, it is an acute angle because the degree of the angle is less than 90 degrees. If it is less than 90 degrees, it is an acute angle. What do you mean by obtuse angle? If I say 110 degrees, is it an obtuse angle? Yes, because it is greater than 90 degrees. Okay. Now what is a right angle? 90 degrees, an angle whose angle is 90 degrees is called as a right angle. Similarly, what is a straight angle? An angle with 180 degrees is called as a straight angle. So these are the basic things which we had learnt in the lower classes. Now in today's class we'll see more about the angles. Okay. Now angle is a space between two intersecting lines. That is, here I have an angle ABC or CAB. I can tell it in any order. In that, B is the vertex of the angle and the arms BC and AB are the arms of the angle. So these are the properties of an angle. B is the vertex and CB and AB are the arms of the angle. Now we'll go into complementary angles. What do you mean by complementary angles? When the sum of the two angles is 90 degrees, the angles are called complementary angles, or you can say the angles are complement to each other. That way also we can tell. So when the sum of the two angles is 90 degrees, the angles are called complementary angles. For example, the first angle is 60 degrees and the second is 30 degrees. Are they complementary angles? Yes, they are complementary angles because 60 plus 30 degrees is 90 degrees. Okay, I hope you understood this. Now we'll go to the next topic. Before going to the next topic, we have a question here. Are these two angles complementary? What did we learn about complementary angles? We learned that the sum of the two angles must be equal to 90 degrees. Now let me add both these angles. What do I get? I get as 100 degrees. So are they complementary angles? No, they are not complementary angles. Okay. Now we'll go to the next one, that is supplementary angles. When the sum of the two angles is 180 degrees, the angles are called supplementary angles. Therefore, 100 plus 80 degrees is equal. I have two angles here, 100 degrees and 80 degrees. Therefore, 100 plus 80 degrees is equals to 180 degrees. Therefore, the given two angles are supplementary angles, or we can say that both the angles are supplement to each other. Okay, I hope you understood this. Now we'll go to the next one. We have a problem here. The problem is, are these angles supplementary? I am being given one angle 135 degrees and 45 degrees and I have been asked to say whether they are supplementary or not. So now what we should do? Shall we add them? Now if you add both the angles, what do you get? I get 180 degrees. Therefore, both these angles are supplementary, or they are supplement to each other. Okay. Now, what do you mean by, we'll go to the next topic, that is adjacent angles. Now, adjacent angles should have certain properties. If they satisfy these three properties, they are called adjacent angles. Now let us see what these properties are. Adjacent angles are such that they have a common vertex, they have a common arm, and the non-common arm are on the either side of the common arm. Now what do you mean by all these things? We'll see in detail. Such angles are called adjacent angles. Now let me take this angle. Here, what is given, the first condition is they should have a common vertex. Yes, O is the common vertex. I mean 0 is the O is a common vertex. Now, I have been given two angles, angle 1 and angle 2. What is angle 1? AOB is angle 1 and BOC is angle 2. They have a common vertex. The second condition is they should have a common arm. So OB is the common arm. I hope you understand. In this angle AOB and AOC, OB is the common arm. So they have a common vertex, they have a common arm. And second is the non-common arms are on the either side of the common arm. So which are the non-common arms? OC and AO are the non-common arms and they lie on the either side of the common arm. I hope you got it. So these two angles, angle AOB and BOC, are called adjacent angles. So this is a very important part which you have to understand well. Okay. Now we'll go to the next topic. What do you mean by linear pair? What do you mean by linear pair? Two adjacent angles whose non-common sides form opposite rays. That is, if I have two angles, see I have a straight line with two opposite rays, and what are the two angles here? BOC and BOA. Angle 1 and angle 2. Now if angle 1 and angle 2 are in such a way that they are non-common arms. What are the non-common arms? OA and OC form the opposite rays. That means what? Angle 1 plus angle 2 is equals to 180 degrees. Only when angle 1 and angle 2 are 180 degrees, you can call them as a linear pair. That is, they have a common vertex, they have a common arm. OB is the common arm, but the non-common sides should be of the opposite rays. This OA goes in this direction and OC goes in this direction. That means what? When you add angle 1 and angle 2, they should give 180 degrees. Only then it is called as a linear pair. Keep this in mind. Okay, I have one more example of linear pair is 1 and 2. Here 1 and 2, what is the value of the angles 1 and 2? It is 90 degrees. So 90 degrees plus 90 degrees is equals to 180 degrees. So they form a linear pair. Okay. Now we'll go to the next topic, that is, okay, the next topic we'll see in our next class. Thank you, friends.